Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my 2025 vision board. I'm so excited to show you and I'm so sorry for it being late, but better late than never. And I just want to set this year off strong, show you my intentions. I also want to go over last year and what has happened and what I've accomplished. So if you're interested in seeing my vision board and everything from last year, I'm going to include pictures and stuff like that, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my little spiel like I always do. I started making vision boards, I think 2020, but I officially started posting them 2022. My 2022 vision board was on my lock screen, which I do like that, but 2023 and 2024, I made them on paper and I like it so much better. I can visualize it, I put it in a place that I always see it, and it's just, I don't know, I like it better. And it's also fun finding all the pictures and stuff. I also wanted to say that my vision board videos are inspired by Amber Scholl. I watch hers every single year. If you do not watch her vision board video, you have to. It is so inspiring. It almost brings me to tears like every year, and I am not an emotional person at all, but it's just like so inspiring, and it just reminds me of everything that I wanted to do and just kind of motivates me to do my own thing. So anyway, a couple things. So like I said, you can either put it on your phone or put it on a piece of paper, or both. You can take a picture of it or you can create a collage on your phone, whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat. What I like to do is I go on Pinterest and I scroll through and see what inspires me, or like what is kind of the mood for that year. So each year I kind of do some sort of quote, or it can be really anything that inspires you or reminds you of what you need to do for that year. That's what you're going to be putting on your vision board. So it can be pictures of places you want to go, or it can be a goal that you have in mind, somebody working out, or somebody eating healthy, or just a picture of, I don't know, a laptop because you want to work on your blog more, or a stack of books because you want to read books, or schoolwork because you want to get back to school. Whatever motivates you and whatever represents something that reminds you of something that you want to accomplish, that is what you're going to be putting on your vision board. Like I said, I get my images from Pinterest, but you can also get them from magazines, wherever. Literally anything that inspires you, you're gonna put it on there. I even put stickers on there sometimes. Anything that inspires you or anything that makes it look pretty or whatever you like goes on the vision board. So last thing I want to say before I show you my 2024 vision board is that vision boards are based off the power of manifestation. So vision boards do not come true if you do not put the work into something. So if you want to read 50 books this year, you can't put it on your vision board and just say, oh, I'm going to read 50 books this year, and then not read any books at all. But if you put in the work and you set out the time for reading 50 books, you might read 50 books or even more. Or maybe you realize that you like a certain author or something comes out of it. I love it, it inspires me. But anyway, yes, that's the power of manifestation. If you put in the work and if you book that flight or pay for that concert ticket, you have to actually do those things in order for your dreams to come true. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm now going to show you my 2024 vision board. Okay, this has been through a lot of moves this year, and I was originally going to put pictures on the outside of this, but very busy year. Did not get to it. This is what it looks like. It kind of looks like it's been through hell and back, and it kind of has been. So I'm not going to go through the whole details of all of these pictures. If you want that, you can watch my last video, my 2024 vision board making video. I'll put it in the cards up there. But anyway, anything that represents something to you, quotes or pictures of something. For example, this was to represent like my appearance and me taking care of myself and me finding things that I like with my appearance, you know, curling my hair or whatever. This shows a computer and like journaling. I wanted to focus on my YouTube channel, and then also like this is for school because I went back to school. So that's pretty much everything that was on here. And like I said, if you want to hear my specific goals, watch my other video. But honestly, 2024 was crazy. I think I say that about every single year, but 2024 was like one of the biggest learning lessons I've ever had in my life. My whole thing was that I started off the year single and wanted to be single for the entire year. Well, that did not happen. I actually ended up getting back together with one of my exes. We moved in with each other, and I went over that in my breakup video a little bit. I lived with him, we had an apartment together, and then we broke up, and I had to move back home, and all of this stuff happened. It was absolutely crazy. I didn't think that some points I would make through, but I did. And some of the things on here that I accomplished, because I always like to go over that together and show picture proof. I mentioned I wanted to pass my classes. I ended up getting my degree last year, so that was good. I finally finished college, and that's what I wanted to do, so I ended up doing that. I also have a picture on here of modeling. I did so much modeling last year. I kind of prioritized it in the last part of the year, but I ended up making it happen, and we did a lot of photo shoots, so that was great. Though I wasn't as consistent on YouTube as I wanted to be, I still posted way more last year than I have in so long, because I was just in my head too much, and now I'm feeling more comfortable and getting back in my own skin and like my groove, and I'm excited. I had something on here, it says, and finally she chose herself, and it's literally, it took me the entire year, but finally she chose herself. I broke up with 2 boyfriends. I stopped talking to everybody. I didn't bring anybody into 2025. I'm still single, and I'm keeping it that way. I'm so happy to be single. I'm just focusing on myself, and we'll get into, you know, my 2025 goals in a minute. But finally, I chose myself. And then, oh, another thing on here that I prioritize a lot was self-care. I have been actually taking care of myself pretty good, better than I have in a while. I have depression, and I also have seasonal depression, so anytime in the winter I have a really hard time taking care of myself and, you know, actually caring about myself in general. So I feel like I've been doing really well with that, and kind of getting into my own routine and having my shower routine and just having all of my routines. I'm very type A, so I'm just trying to get myself organized. And another thing was like saving and figuring out my finances and stuff. I feel like I was a lot better with my finances last year. I kind of straightened them out a little bit, so that way this year I can start fresh. Oh, I also said I wanted to read a bunch of books, which I didn't get to my reading goal, but I was so close. I was 16 out of 20 books, and I also went to the beach. I want to do that more this year, just, you know, drive to the beach. Plus, I'm actually closer to the beach now. Anyway, that's pretty much it. 2024 was absolutely bonkers, but like I said, I realized that finally I just want to have my own thing, do my own thing, do what makes me happy, figure out what makes me happy, and start learning more about myself and what I like. I know myself pretty well, but the thing is, I need to start implementing what I found out. So 2022 and 2023, I was kind of figuring out who I was, because I had no idea who I was at all. And, you know, I still have my moments. I still have things that I'm learning, of course, because you're going to learn about stuff for the rest of your life about yourself. But I feel like now I have a little bit more of what I like and what makes me happy, what makes me feel calm, what makes me feel organized, what makes me feel good. So now I'm having just like this feeling of like, let's restart. Let's start doing what makes sense for us. So with that being said, let's go over to the 2025 vision board. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here she is in all her glory. This year I did not make a mistake. I actually made my pictures big and real big because I wanted it to be huge, so whenever I wake up, I notice this. I also have a lot of words on here because there's kind of one theme of this year, and that is just actually this right here, year of rebirth. I feel like at the end of the year, I moved into my apartment. I got all of my finances in order. I have everything set up the way that I need to for myself, and now it's just time to implement everything. So it's the year of rebirth for me, getting everything situated, or at least get into the process of getting it organized, okay? So let me show you what some of these things mean. So clearly the vibe this year is purple. I always pick a color for the year, and purple was my color this year. So let's start with something that's obvious. Dear me, don't fall back into your old patterns just because they're familiar. This is like crazy big to me because I am a creature habit. I think everybody is, but this is like a huge thing for me because I'm familiar and comfortable with things that do not make me feel good. We can always go through a story time, and I also want to do like a get to know me video, so we'll get to that. But I am used to behaviors and routines and things, habits is a good word, that do not fit what makes me happy, what makes me feel organized, what makes me feel good about myself. So that's like a big obvious one. Pretty much the tone for this year. I want to start doing things that make sense for me. Start making those boundaries so that way I feel good about myself and I feel comfortable in what I'm doing and not driving myself crazy and being a big stress ball, because I don't like myself like that. This is another thing. I always put something Dior on my vision boards. I said that last year. I will get something Dior, and preferably this purse. Maybe not the pink, but maybe the pink. I don't know. Who cares? I want this bag. This is my dream bag right here, and I will get it. So I've always put something Dior on here. Okay. So that I love butterflies. So there's a lot of butterflies on here. They're like good luck to me. So I like to have them everywhere. Better times are coming. Let's see what else. This is a cleaning schedule because, like I told you, I want to be more intentional with my schedules because I like having a schedule. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel organized. It makes me feel like I have everything together and I know what to do. So I want to do something along the lines of this. Obviously I have to personalize it to my apartment, but anyway, I want it to be like this. And then also I want to meal plan because that makes me feel better. Like when my lunch is packed. Let's do something that's a little bit less literal. This is a little bit less literal. Like, okay, that makes me feel so good because look how organized and pretty that looks. But it's not that I want to organize my drawers that way. I mean, I would love that, but like, you know what I mean? I don't have all those cords. It's not going to look the same exact way, blah, blah, blah. I want to organize my life. So that's what this represents. It's not a literal image. It's just something that makes me feel good because it's organized and neat. And that's just a reminder that I like things organized and neat. So I need to actually start doing that and stop slacking off about it. I have a stack of books on there because my book goal for this year is 25. I know I didn't make it to 20, but I was so close last year, so I'm doing 25. And I already read 3 books. Very excited about that. I also got my Kindle, so I'm so excited. I've already read 3 books on there, like I said, just on my Kindle, because I'm so obsessed with it. It's my hyperfixation right now. But anyway, 25 books this year is what we're going to do. And like, that's not 25 books. So it's not like a literal image, but it represents something. I found this cute little card. I cut up the card because the card kind of got ruined and I loved the message. So I wanted to keep it forever because I keep all of my vision boards. And this is for my Grammy. We love you so much. And we hope your dreams come true. And obviously this is my vision board. These are my dreams. These are what I would like to do. This is me, and I think I picked purple because purple is also the color of royalty. I am a princess and I need to treat myself like that. This is me, Aurora. So I think that's just like, I need to give myself grace and be consistent and don't overthink things and just do stuff the way I like it. I like to read. I like things to be organized. I like to have a schedule. I like to feel like I am financially stable. That's another thing that we're going to continue this year. We're going to be more on top of our finances and become debt-free. That's my ultimate goal. And I also added, finally she chose herself again, because like this year, really, finally, and I covered up the "and" on purpose because finally she chose herself. Love that. Everything is falling into place as it's meant to be. I feel like with my new apartment and everything here in the city and my life starting here, I just feel like everything is falling into place. So love that for me. This is just a reminder to myself because I always tell myself that I can't do stuff, but I actually can. So yes, that is my only limit, and that will always be. I am my biggest enemy. So I always put something for the gym because I love the gym too. Girl just gets depressed and I am going to give myself grace about it. But I do love going to the gym and I don't want to be hard on myself about it because it's not that I want to lose weight or whatever. I like to go to the gym. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like it's a part of my routine, and I don't know. I like the gym. And so I always add something for the gym because I have to remind myself that I actually do like it, and it's something that I do like to do. Because I lived a lot of my life doing things for other people and not for myself. So sometimes I have to remind myself that I do like things. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm just going to give you another overview. This one I don't have so many pictures on just because, you know, this is the tone. This is it. Like I don't need all these little things. They're all right here. This is what I want. I want to do stuff like this. I get rich doing what I love. I love content creation. Let's actually do the content creation because I love doing it, and let's be successful with it. And I'm getting that Dior bag. I'm getting it. I know it. I attract opportunity. Like, these are the things. Positive mindset and remembering what I like and doing it the way that I want it to be done. So that's pretty much it. There's my vision board. I showed you my vision board from last year. I just want to say thank you to 2024 because I always say thank you even though it was crazy. I learned a lot about myself, and I just needed that reminder that I really do need to just be by myself and focus on myself and prioritize myself instead of putting other people in my way. Even though it's easier said than done. That is my big thing this year, is just doing things the way I like it, because this is my life and I'm going to live it the way that I want to live it. So yeah, that's my vision board. I'm so excited to start off 2025. Sorry this is a little bit late, but 2025 so far has been really good and I'm going to keep it that way. Year of rebirth. No doubt we're gonna go through something. There's always trials and tribulations, but we will get through everything. I'm just hoping for peace and serenity this year, organization, inspiration. I want this year to be very meaningful for me, especially because I'm turning 25, which is like a quarter of a century, which is crazy. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this, make sure you thumbs up. If you like my videos, make sure to subscribe, and also if you want to follow me on Instagram and Pinterest, I am there also. My TikTok doesn't work, so I don't really know what's going on with that. I'm just gonna post on Instagram. So if you want to see more from me, Instagram is the place, and I'm always on Pinterest all the time. So if you want to see what I've been pitting. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye.